Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Kester with Wild Acorns Art Studio, and I am here in Cincinnati, Ohio in my home studio. And I just released a video today of this doodle bowl that I did, and it's going in the kiln tonight, so I will update the photo of that. Hopefully it's cool enough on Friday to get it out, but maybe not, so it might not be till next Monday. But anyway, I will update on the front of the video a picture of the final one, after it's been fired. I can't spit it out, Lisa. Just spit it out. Anyway, yeah, I got a little blob there, but I'm just gonna leave that because, you know, it's a doodle bowl, right? So anyway, and I'm gonna just dip these. I've got so much dipping glaze, clear. I bought Mako zinc-free dipping glaze, and I've got a whole 5-gallon bucket. But you know, honestly, it's easier just to brush it on. I mean, it's nice to dip, but you know, it runs and then it gets thick in places, and I don't know. I've never had a lot of luck with it, and so I waxed the bottoms of it, and a really good wax is this, it's kind of hard to find, I think, Mr. Mark's No Drip Wax On Resist, but mine dripped. So that's why I hate the wax, because, you know, if it drips, then you're screwed, to put it mildly. Let me put this up. All of a sudden it got dark here. I was trying to put the lights down a little bit because it reflects off my glasses. But so anyway, so yeah, so this one dripped. So I tried to wipe it off, but chances are it's probably going to crawl away from where the wax dripped on it. I tried to just, you know, dip it down in, and when I picked it up, and, you know, I brushed the bottom and everything, and it still ran. But someone asked me to make these coffee mugs that you just drink out of, but I don't know. I made 3 of them. See if she wants them or not, but I'm just not, I don't know. I'm not into it. Put it mildly. I don't know. It just seems weird to have that thing there and drink out of that, but I'm a straw user. I like, when I drink out of my big thing here, I like drinking out of ones that are metal, you know, on the inside. It just tastes different than plastic, and let's face it, these keep your drink cold or warm longer. So I'm kind of a hypocrite when it comes to, but yeah, see, I'm a straw user. I like the straw. I think it's easier, especially when you're driving, you know, because when you're driving, you don't want your head back like that, and you can't see where you're going. Anyway, yeah, so here I am making ceramic ware, and I'm talking about drinking out of metal. But I bought some metal straws too, because anyway, well, let me get glazing, because I'll get chatting, and then people will be like, she's, you know, she's chit-chatting too long. I gotta finish my Coke, but I do like glasses too. My Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke and Fresca. Take the Fresca and you put a little orange slice in there. Anyway, here's what we're doing. We're gonna be glazing this bowl. Let me lower you down. My family went to lunch. I'm hoping they stay awake a long time. But if you hear a dog barking, Charlie, you'll know that they've arrived home. There's always so much noise when they're here. Anyway, what was I saying before about, oh yeah, the ceramic, you know, I don't know, yeah, these kind of like coffee cups and things, I don't think they keep your drink warm very long. Anyway, let's see here. I gotta find some. I think I got these brushes. What did I do with those brushes? Got a whole tub of brushes here. You know, and then you can never really find the ones you want. I hope you guys are doing well. It's pretty nice out here today. What's this one? Huh. Oh, Fumu. Oh, that's a weird one. Oh, well, what did I just say? I heard my family come home. So you're gonna hear some dogs barking, and I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna restart the video because it never fails. Either start cutting the grass or, you know, somebody shows up. What I tell you? Okay, well, we're back. I guess my family came home sooner than I thought. See, I jinxed myself just like I did on the when they were mowing the lawn behind me. Oh, well, you know, that's the way it goes. But I gave them strict orders to be quiet. Anywhoozy, so back to glazing my bowl. So I decided while I was catching up with my family and telling them I was making a video, I thought I was going to do flowers on the bowl, but then I thought, oh man, maybe I'll make it look like a watermelon, you know, like half of a watermelon, because I love, you know, watermelon stuff. So then I got on Pinterest to look at watermelon bowls, and the next thing I know, I'm downloading cookie recipes. My husband comes in, he's like, "Are you done making the video?" I said, "No, I haven't started yet again." Let me lower you down before I get off track again. Oh my Lord. Yeah, so yeah, downloading cookie recipes. Anywho, I just had lunch too, so it's not like I'm hungry. Anyway, I am using these new Kiwi Underglazes, and let me show you them real quick. I have, oh my goodness, I bought some more. So I have all these here, and I'm really liking them so far. Don't have any complaints. What's weird is that they're kind of watery. So I was kind of expecting them to be pale, I guess. You know, get that watered down effect. So look at all those little babies. So yeah, the last one I fired turned out very nice. The colors were very dark. It's like they have quite a bit of pigment in them, despite that they're kind of, some of them are more watery than others, I will say. But it doesn't seem to affect the colorant, the color. So, anywhoozy, let me put these back here. So yeah, I was going to do flowers like this to match my other bowl, but I think I'm gonna do the. I'm so tempted because, you know, this is what I love. I love to paint the flowers. That's my thing. These are, like I said, these are all got the wax on the bottom, get ready to be dipped. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this. I'm using, I think I'm going to use the, it's called, did I use the Christmas red? I think I did, Christmas red. I'm going to use the Christmas red for the inside. And I have mine in these little trays. You guys know I love to, I don't know if I've got enough room to show you these. I'll have to put them out of the picture, but you know. But I have in these little ice cube trays that have lids. You can get them on Amazon. And then I just leave them in there. So, and here's all these here. I'm a very visual person, so I like to, I don't know, I like to have them all out so I can see them. And I paint with watercolors and acrylics the same way. You know, I got to be able to see them. Are you guys like that? So see how nice it's going on. Pretty dark. So yeah, so I thought, well, let me look at a few pictures on Pinterest of watermelon bowls to see what they look like. See if I like what they look like. And next thing you know, I'm looking at 7 layer bars. And there's a recipe on there for 9 layer bars, but you had to pay for that recipe, which, you know, I guess, you know, if it's her recipe or his recipe, I guess I can't blame him. But you know, you get kind of spoiled with Pinterest. Everything's free on there. But so I downloaded a 7 layer recipe bar, and we'll see if I can't make that one of these days. I'm already out of glaze. I'm going to add some more Christmas red. Make sure you mix them up well, because they're the water, or whatever that clear liquid is, I would assume it's water, rises to the top. So if you just open them up and squirt them, you're going to have mostly water. And that's why some of them might be more runny than others, because I didn't shake it well enough before squirting it out. I hope this is the same color, because it's going to look funny when it's fired if it's not. I should probably keep the ones that I don't have open yet somewhere. There we go. Yeah, look how the coverage is just really nice. It should turn out really pretty. And it'll be a brighter red than this. I need to do like a some test tiles for these. I haven't done them yet. Gosh, I'm already went through that too. I'm going to leave a white rim at the top though. I'm going to sponge some of this back. Let me add some more to that. You can hear how watery that is. So maybe you go through it faster. I don't know. Seems like it, you know, that you would go through it faster. Maybe that's why it's a little bit cheaper, but I do like it. I love the colors. The colors are really pretty. I think I'm going to go up a little bit higher on the sides. So yeah, hopefully I'm better at pottery than I am at baking, because I made some granola last week and I ended up burning that. I think my oven fire's hot. My husband says it could be the cook. I don't think it's the cook though. But the recipe said 30 to 40 minutes, so I put it on 35 halfway through, you know, halfway in between. I go back in there 35 minutes and it's burnt. I'm like, oh gosh. Don't you hate that, you know, because you spend all that money, especially the pecans that are in there. The pecans are expensive. So I'm going to buy some more and give it another go, but I'm going to make sure I mark the recipe 25 minutes so I don't make that mistake again. And then I made some blueberry coffee cake, and that turned out kind of weird. I guess it was okay. It was Ina Garten's, the Barefoot Contessa's blueberry crumble cake or coffee cake. But it had like a stick and a half of butter in it. So then when I baked it, it was kind of, I don't know, greasy maybe? I don't know. And then the blueberries all had these big seeds in them. I've never had blueberries with crunchy seeds. I don't know, maybe it's a different kind of blueberry. I'm going to try to, there we go. I hope this looks okay. So I'm taking some off, but it is leaving that in there. So hopefully that'll look okay. Let's see if I can't find a rougher sponge. There we go. I'm going to take a little bit off in here. You know how they got that white rim around the top. What else did I bake that I burnt last week? Oh, goodness. Oh, I made some baby back ribs. Those didn't turn out too good either. Oh, gosh. You know, it's so bizarre because I love to cook. But my family doesn't eat. They eat, you know, if it's not fried and frozen, you know, frozen out of the freezer and it's deep fried, they don't eat it. I can't eat all that stuff. Okay, I think that'll look pretty good. So you can see I kind of took it off the edge. I think that'll be enough. Yeah, I think that'll be enough. Look how nice and solid that is, though. I mean, the coverage is really nice. Just very, it goes on smooth as butter. So no complaints there. Okay, so I'm using Amico Velvet's Jet Black Underglaze because I could have sworn I bought some black from them, but I guess I didn't. So now I'm out of black. And you know how much outlining I do. I may have to make a trip to a local clay supplier, Queen City Clay, and get some more. Because I gotta have the black. Okay, my nose is itching. Goodness. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the outside here. Let's see. I have such a sweet tooth. Oh, I was going to do the seeds. Yeah, Lisa. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's why you got the black out. Because we're going to do some seeds. Although I like to eat the seedless watermelon. They do have a couple of seeds in them, though. I love watermelon. I do love watermelon. I can't say that I don't like fried foods because there's nothing better than barbecue chicken or fried chicken, watermelon, and fresh corn on the cob. I guess that's a southern thing, but I don't know. I guess everybody loves that, right? I mean, it doesn't matter your location. Let's see here. I'm losing track of. I think that's good enough. Do you maybe? Should we do another row? I think that's probably good. Okay, put that aside. Let's do the outside. Oh gosh, how did I get that all over me? I didn't get all over me, did I? There we go. Okay. My nose keeps tickling. I think it's probably because Molly the cat was over here before checking things out and probably left some hair. I love her to death, but I've kind of figured out that I'm a little bit allergic to them. Oh my God, especially her, because Molly, my gray and white cat, she is long-haired. I'm trying to get this little, there we go. If you don't want to put on the underglaze too thick. 2 or 3 coats is fine. If you put it on thicker, it can crawl, it can peel off. You really don't want to do that. And you also, when you're glazing with underglazes, gosh, my nose is itching. Maybe someone's going to kiss me. When you're glazing with underglazes, you don't want it too thick either, because when you go to dip it into clear, if you've got any bumps of underglaze, it'll come through the clear and you have like a flat spot. So once you're done glazing, you can always just rub your fingers over a little bit to see if there's any like thick spots, like bumps, really just like bumps. Okay. I can stop itching my nose. We can paint here. All right. All right, let's rinse my brush out. I forgot to rinse my brush out. There we go. These are really nice brushes. I don't know if some of these are Princeton. Some of them are just cheap. This one, yeah, this is actually a Princeton. Gosh, I don't know why I painted that one green. I took some to work to, because I was doing a Girl Scout class, and so I wanted to make sure I knew which ones were mine. So I painted them. I put some green spray paint on them so I knew which ones I could bring back home. I didn't want to take any of the rec centers home. Okay. I didn't want to get them mixed up. Of course, I ended up leaving most of them there anyway. Okay, so this is meadow green. You can see how watery that is. I think this is one that I might have squirted out before shaking the bottle up good. So that's what one coat looks like. You definitely want more than one coat. And I'm going to, just in case you can see through this, I don't want to be able to, I'm going to wipe off some of this red I got here. I really didn't think it'd be a big deal. But it might show through, so try to get as much of that off as I can. Okay. Also, I wanted to ask you guys, someone was mentioning how many commercials are in the videos. And I don't know, I don't really have any control over that. I've looked into it numerous times, and they kind of decide like what commercials, I guess, and all that to put in there. Now, they're supposed to be all skippable from what I understand. They changed the policy last year, I think in November or something. And I really can't remember exactly what they said, but basically I think they were going to add some that aren't skippable, but I can't find anywhere that I have a choice. Like it keeps saying that, we do, but every time I go into settings, it's, I don't know, it doesn't say. I can't find where it says anything about, like well, they're all supposed to be skippable from what I understand, but you don't really have a lot of control over that. Google takes care of all that, and they do all that. So I apologize if there's a lot. I know one of my favorite potters, Simon Leach. I used to watch his all the time, and he did a video one time where every 3 minutes, maybe every 5 minutes, there was a commercial. I thought, oh my gosh, so I thought he probably doesn't even know that. So I messaged him and I said, you probably don't watch your own videos. Do you realize that there's a commercial like every 5 minutes or so? And apparently he didn't. And I think he fixed it, but So let me know if, because when I watch it, I don't see the commercials. I'd have to watch it on somebody else's phone or laptop or something, I guess. Because I think even my TV, we stream our television. I think even that that's under Google. It's under my my account, so I don't see the commercials. So I'm just kind of curious if there's a whole ton of non-skippable commercials. I know there's skippable ones in there. But anyway, I was just kind of curious. It's not like we make much money off of them. In fact, it's kind of funny because if you don't make at least $100 a month, Google just keeps it. I guess they figure, you know, if you don't make $100, then it's not worth their time to give it to you. So, oh, that's you know, big companies for you. I don't really worry about it too much. I really don't pay attention to it. If I make a few bucks, then it's always nice. I gotta pay off my she shed. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm tempted to paint this green and then wipe it back. What do you think? It just looks stark white, doesn't it? So underglaze will not stick to the kiln shelf if you put like, duh, Lisa, you idiot. Yes, I just called myself an idiot. I waxed that bottom already, so doesn't really matter if I want it to be, why did I get black on there? Doesn't really matter if I want it to be painted over, because it won't be, because I waxed it. Oh gosh, my whole face is itching from that cat. Oh, it's a good thing she's cute. Okay, see that? How nice it is? Yeah, there we go. Well, I think I'm losing my memory. Okay. I know I didn't go all the way in there with the wax. So I'm going to try to get some of that out of the corners because I don't want it, oh goodness, because I don't want it, I guess like crawling, peeling off in the firing. But I'm going to load this in the kiln tonight. I've got pretty much stuff built up at the rec center where I work, and I know there's people waiting for their stuff, but I'm not going to fire it if I don't have enough stuff to load the whole kiln. Plus, if you don't have a full kiln when you're firing, you're going to get uneven firings. You know, the temperature will be uneven. A full kiln is much better than a half-empty kiln. That goes the same for a bisque firing. With the bisque firing, you want that kiln full, because what it does is it prevents the quick rising of heat and the quick cooling from the heat, and that helps with oh, it's not cracking. Your bisqueware not cracking and the bisque firing. You don't want it to get hot quick or cool quickly. You want it to be nice and slow. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe I can use this sponge here. I think a sponge would be easier to put on. This is, let's see, this is lime green, and then I have apple green. I think I'll just use this lime green. Let's see here. Hope you guys can see that. Might have to add some more. So what I'm doing here is as I get to the top, I'm pressing a little harder. And I'm going to add a little bit more. Let's see, I hope. See, I did it again. I didn't shake it first. Yeah, I think the apple green is over here. I don't know, these are so close in color that I had a sponge to set this on. Let's see here. They're probably just about the same color. Next time I won't order colors that are that close. There's no sense in even having colors that are that close in pigment. Then you got to worry about mixing them up, just like what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay, well. Okay, well, let's, I'm gonna have to put probably 3 coats on here. As you can see, it's not going on real dark, but probably, like I said, a little. This is probably a little watered down because there we go. I didn't shake it up first. My nose is still itching. I got a dog. I got an 80-pound dog sleeping on my feet. Oh gosh. That's Charlie, our 80-pound Pyrodoodle. He's part Pyrenees and part poodle. Although he is definitely more Pyrenees than he is poodle. He sheds like mad. Oh my gosh, my house is. You know, I thought, oh, I'll get a doodle. They won't shed. They're not supposed to shed. That's what everybody told me. Well, he sheds. He sheds like crazy. Not sure I'm liking this 100%. I think it'll look okay that when I get the other coats on. It has been so hot and humid here. Oh my gosh. The humidity has been like off the charts. Now they say a watermelon that is that has the green stripes, wide green stripes, is not very sweet. So I don't know, these are kind of far apart. Do you guys put salt on your watermelon? I always put salt on my cantaloupe, my watermelon, my honeydew. I think it brings out the flavor. I planted these these little golden yellow cherry tomatoes, but they're not really cherry. But I think they're called cherry tomatoes because they're so tiny. But I think they're called golden honey gold sun or something, honey gold crisp or honey gold. I know there's honey gold, something like that. They are like little things of sugar. They are so good. I eat them right off the vine. But they're like a yellow orange, and you can buy them from the Burpee Seed Company. If you look up the Burpee Seed Company, you'll see the honey gold or it's honey something. But you'll see them on there. But they are really, really gold. Really, really good. Not really, really gold. Although they're kind of gold. But I bought some seeds, but to be honest, I always cheat. I go to the local nursery and I buy them already a couple feet tall. Because otherwise you don't have any tomatoes till like July or August. And I can't wait till August for tomatoes. So I buy them, so I'm not really saving any money by growing them because I spend enough on the buying them already grown. Our dog we used to have, our dog Sophie, she was a Brittany. She'd go out there and steal them. She'd rougel through the tomato plant and get them if I didn't pick them soon enough. And I saw Charlie the other day, just this morning, looking at my one tomato plant. I think he was trying to steal some off of there too. Okay. I'm debating whether to put just a tad of white in here. I don't know. Because I think there's veins of white, but I'm not going to get into the, veins or anything like that. I don't even have any white here, so I guess that's out. I didn't buy any white either. I got white in the Amico Velvets, but maybe I'll add just a touch of yellow. Just to, brighten it up a little bit. Add another layer of color. There we go. Oh, goodness. I'm almost done. And then I gotta get ready to go to work. I have a class to teach tonight. I teach at the rec center, my local rec center, on Wednesdays and Friday mornings and Thursday nights. So that's always fun. We have a good time. All right. I guess that's okay. Can't say I'm 100% thrilled with how it looks. I think, where's my paintbrush? I don't know. Can't say I'm 100% thrilled with how the how the lines look, but it, So this, I thought this might soften them up a little bit. I'm almost out of underglaze again. So this will get fired tonight. I'm going to dip this in clear, zinc-free clear. I have about a 5-gallon bucket of Mako right now. I really like the Emiko, but there's nothing wrong with the Mako. That works just as well. You just don't want it on too thick. If you put it on too thick, it could get hazy, especially in the dark clay. That dark brown 266 and others like it is really hard on the clear glaze because it just always, whoops, it just, you gotta be real careful because it can get hazy really easy. Okay, so there we go. Now, let me wipe off the top here. Charlie, what are you barking at, honey? Charlie. Oh, goodness sakes. I'm always barking at my husband. He's a good guard dog. Okay, and I'm going to touch up where my fingernail, I trim my fingernails down really low as I can go just about. But then you can, it's still, you know, somehow scratches them or scrapes off the glaze. So, okay, well, there you go. There it is, like the whole bottom. And there it is close up. So I think that'll look okay once it's fired. And then there's the inside. Alrighty. Hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, it was, I really like the Kiwi Underglazes, and they seem to work really well, so I can't wait to see it fired. But it'll look, you know, pretty much like this, only shiny, so the colors aren't going to vary. The colors won't vary too much. They might get a little bit darker and shiny, but other than that, they'll look pretty much the same. But as soon as this is fired, I will upload it on the front of the video, so you'll see the finished piece when you look at the picture of the video. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that for today. It was nice chatting with you. Hope it wasn't too boring. How do we say that? But I know you guys, you know, like do other things, you know, but this video isn't too long. It's only 37 minutes, so that isn't too bad. So, but yeah, I'm liking this. I think this is going to be cute. I can't wait. Thanks for watching, and take care.